So from our perspective in the area of 5G, the European Commission should focus on three different things. And the first would be to include policy and regulations which incentivize 5G deployments and investments in the digital infrastructure. And this should be at the same level than in other regions. And definitely Europe should prioritize 5G coverage and also a regulatory environment that allows the business to business nature of Industry 4.0. Secondly, Europe should address any barriers which prevent a timely 5G deployment, such as, for example, the regulations on radio frequency exposure and also the costly and lengthy permit processes. And lastly, third thing, I would say that Europe should prioritize the availability of spectrum on the 3.5, and the 26 gigahertz, and act fast to harmonize the spectrum conditions and also extend the period of licenses and maximize the use of the spectrum. And I would also like to emphasize that this should be done no later than 2020. So Ericsson, as you know, they have 79 commercial 5G agreements, and that includes the whole globe, of course, but also including Europe. And 5G rollout is very different in different parts of the world, and if we go into Europe, it's also very different within Europe. And one example that I like to give is Switzerland. Swisscom decided to roll out 5G network, which is 100% Ericsson. And they aim to cover 90% of the population by now. And they are doing it on the 3.5 gigahertz. They are doing that with an Ericsson software feature that is called Ericsson Spectrum Sharing. And that allows really to serve both devices that are having 4G and are having 5G. And it also opens up for new opportunities for IoT as well as for Industry 4.0. I think a multi-stakeholder discussion is very fruitful, and it really allows us to come together into a neutral environment. It allows us to have a conversation, to bring different points of view, to understand better each other. And I also like really the focus in Europe, because it's good to have a little bit of focus on a specific region, but at the same time it's always good to, of course, learn from other regions and just try to extract whatever is relevant for our region, which I think we also do in all these multi-stakeholders events.